हाँ जी, we are ready to go, Anubhav ji. We are live. Can everyone please turn your videos on?
मैं अपने नाम से जोड़ी थी। हाँ ठीक है।
Hello everyone, let's start with our session today with Mangalacharana. We all will join our hands and close our eyes. Namo Arhantaram, Namo Siddharam, Namo Ayariyadam, Namo Uvachayadam, Namo Loe Savasahudam. Mangalam Bhagwan Viro, Mangalam Gautamagal, Mangalam Kunda Kundatyo, Jain Dharmostu Mangalam, Sarva Mangalya Mangalyam, Sarva Kalyana Karakam, Pradhanam Sarva Dharmanam, Jainam Jaitu Shasanam, Jainam Jaitu Shasanam, Jainam Jaitu Shasanam. मोक्षमार्गस्य नेतारं वेत्तारं कर्मभूभृतां ज्ञातारं विश्वतत्त्वानां वन्दे तद्गुणलब्धये वन्दे तद्गुणलब्धये वन्दे तद्गुणलब्धये. So, we all have started this new journey to get to the root of the problem of life, to understand the philosophy of life. And we're going to do this by understanding the generic philosophy. And we started the last class with this simple image, a picture of Earth before and after your opinion, right? So, how petty our opinions are, हमारी सोचने की, समझने की, हमारी अपने विचार रखने की शक्ति, the power that we have our own thoughts, own experiences, own ideas. That power is so petty to this reality which is there outside us. None of our thoughts can influence the reality to move from its very nature. And therefore, we should always use our thoughts for ourselves rather than thinking that our thoughts are going to change this world. So let's change the world within rather than trying to change the world outside. And with this thought, I came across this very interesting thing. You just see this. This is image of a gear of a car. So, a car manufacturing company, it was trying to do some innovation that what they can do, and so their R&D team came with a very path-breaking idea. So what they did, they put braille over the gear, right? So if you're blind, you can check which gear is where. Such a good innovation, right? Do you guys see any problem with this? Yeah. What is it? Like what a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Now that they have put the braille text, the engraving of braille alphabets like one, two, three, reverse. All these details are now engraved over the gear of the car. So even if now you do not have eyes, you can drive the car. Yes or no?
No.
Yes. Why?
Because they can't drive the car because they can't see. So they can't control the steering. They can't see, so they can just crash on the road. So gear is
But
not.
isn't it good to have such engravings on the gear? Then it will help a
No,
blind person to at least know.
but just having gear with those things doesn't like make the whole thing move or work. So that's why just one part can't like solve the problem.
Hmm.
They just solve one
Hmm.
problem.
This is how our lives have been. We have everything sorted for us. We have good house, we have good health, we have good family. हमारे पास सब कुछ है. The only problem is we do not have eyes to see where are we going. We are gathering everything, कार कंपनी सोच रही है कि कितना अच्छा होगा, ये तो किसी ने भी नहीं किया है. Let's put something in braille on the gear itself so that even a blind person can drive. But can a blind drive even if he knows which gear is it? He cannot. You can have aids. हम सबके पास help हो सकती है. हम सबके पास सहूलियतें हो सकती हैं. We can have all the help that we need. But you're at best what our parents can do. हमारे मम्मी पापा at best क्या कर सकते हैं कि खाना बनाकर हमारी प्लेट में से उठाकर अपने हाथों से रोटी में सब्जी लगाकर हमारे मुंह पर रख सकते हैं. अब आप बोलो उसके बाद कि वो चबा भी दें, then they also help you in taking that food down your throat. तो ये तो नहीं होगा ना. You will have to do something. Correct? अभी the life we all are leading, I very closely relate with this picture about this life. We all know, we all are gathering things, information, degrees, knowledge, all the material stuff, thinking that now that we have it all, we can drive the car. But the problem is that you can have everything, but if you do not have eyes to see, you cannot drive it. तो हम जो अभी पढ़ाई करने वाले हैं, it is not going to be about the indications. It's not going to be about so that I can drive the car. The first question is, what should I have within me so that I can drive the car? Understood? It's not about what should I have with me. मेरे साथ क्या क्या होना चाहिए, ये समस्या नहीं है. मेरे में क्या क्या होना चाहिए. That is our problem statement. Understanding everybody? The journey is not about gathering the stuff which is outside us. हम बाहर की चीजों को contemplate करने के लिए, समझने के लिए, how big is a day in the planet of Mars? कितना बड़ा एक दिन होता है Mars planet? Anybody knows? पढ़ते हो क्या आप ये लोग तो स्कूल में सब कुछ.
Sir, it is about it is
नेपच्यून में कितना बड़ा होता है एक दिन?
नहीं, मार्स में तो 24 आवर्स और समथिंग मिनट्स है, मतलब 30 ऐसा कुछ मिनट्स है.
Very good, Dhruv, that you know it. Yeah, okay, Kahan, you have to say yes, Kahan. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
A day of Mars is longer than a year in it. A day of Mars is longer than its year.
Yeah, it's longer than it's here, right? What do I do? What do I do with this knowledge? If you tell me factually correct answer to this question, how does it change my life? Right? But if you answer it well, we all will get impressed and we'll say, oh, Kahan knows so much, Dhruv knows so much, they do a lot of GK, they do a lot of reading. So what we are doing right now is we're collecting information. Most of the information are of no use. They do not add any value addition in our ongoing lives. So what Mahavir Bhagwan is saying, instead of collecting the information about the things around you, why should you not start knowing yourself first? Let's start with knowing about the things that matter. Correct? And that's what we're trying to answer. In the last class, I very vividly remember you all contributed so well. We tried answering this question that what are those questions which matter? And the world philosophies, all the intellectual people, they have been trying constantly answering those questions, and yet we do not have one uniform acceptable to all answer as yet, even today, despite Jesus Christ walking over this earth, Mahavir Bhagwan walking over this earth, Buddha Dev walking over this earth, everybody, all the good great names you take, all the Bhagwans, from Shri Krishna to anyone you name, everybody, the people of great intellect roam around this world, and yet They tried answering the same questions, yet the world is still not in consensus. What are those questions? Those questions are simple. First question is about origin. Where do we come from? Science would say it might be Big Bang. They're not sure. It's still a theory, but yes, looks like that it was a Big Bang event. We all came out of a bubble. It just boom happened. The life happened to take birth. Fine. If you ask somebody from a different faith, they will say that God got bored and then he wanted some entertainment and he created the life and he created all this drama. So the God created us. Some would say that nobody is the creator, it's an eternal game which is going on. We all are just roaming around and repeating on a loop what we are going through life. So origin, the question that where do we come from? Nobody knows the answer to this question. Fine, okay, I do not know where do I come from, but where do I go after I pass away? That what follows after. As long as I'm alive, it's okay. But once I pass away, I die. Where do I go to? What happens? Is it like full stop, game over, total blank, or there is a journey onward? Yeah, so that is the question. Everybody says in a different manner. Somebody says that
लेकिन
okay,
ना मम्मी ने तो लिंक भेजा था नेचुरोपैथी
you
वाले
have
का
to be you
तो मैंने
have to
पूरा दिन
be
करके
buried.
अटेंड किया था
Can you
बोला
have
मुझे
everybody mute? Yes. What is it possible? Is it possible that some person would say that okay, we'll have to wait inside your um what do we call it? Like you'll be buried and you'll be buried until the day of the judgment. The day of judgment will come and the God will call you and then he'll announce the sentence whether you're going to the heavens or you're going to the hell. Or it's a game over, nothing remains, everything goes by, it's life is a lamp, the lamp goes off, everything goes off. और we wander in 84 lakh योनीज और चार गज इसके बारे में भी बहुत सारे अलग अलग आंसर्स हैं no uniform answers to be had right the other question which comes is about what is truth what do we understand like is it good to kill somebody is it not good to kill somebody is it good to say the right thing is it not good to say the right thing so about truth about what is what should be called an act of kindness even that is debatable for some people killing animals and eating them is lifestyle because we are humans so it's very natural for them to follow this lifestyle these eating habits for some not eating animals is a better lifestyle. Vegetarianism is the lifestyle. For some, it will be selective that you can have eggs, you cannot have flesh. For some, you cannot have even eggs, you can have honey. Some would say, no, you cannot even have honey. Some would say that, okay, you are vegetarian, good, but you also cannot have root vegetables, right? So everybody will have different lifestyles, different eating habits, different way of finding truth. So what might be true for me may not be truth for you, correct? So we are also debating on that. How to be happy? Somebody says that go do party, be happy. जो आपको करने में मजा आ रहा है उसमें खुश हो जाओ आप if you enjoy reading, you read. If you enjoy sleeping, you sleep. If you enjoy playing, you play. Somebody says, no, I'll have to do tap, I'll have to meditate, I'll have to practice some hardships, and that's how I'll get to the joy, to the ultimate happiness. So, even what is happiness and how to attain it, the ways are so different. So different. So, even this question is not answered unanimously. The fifth one, the purpose. Okay, fine. I don't know where have I come from. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know the truth. I'm not happy. Certainly, I'm not happy. But then at least tell me the logic. Why all this? Why is that is? Why do we have this madness around us? And how did we enter this trap? So the purpose, the life does not mean anything to some people. To some people, it's an only chance to do their best, to enjoy. For some people, it's the chance to cut down all the karmas and break free from this trap. So even this question, the purpose is to do nirjara and summer, or purpose is to do enjoyment and all sorts of experiences that you should have, you must have. Is it the purpose of life? So even this answer differs a lot. For some people, serving your country, your society, your parents, your family, and leaving a legacy behind you, that you have done some charity, you have done some act of benevolence, you have done something good. All these things come as purpose. That okay, this is the purpose. You have to make your name shine, your parents' name shine. So that's purpose. Nobody is actually on the same page even about the purpose of life. And the last thing is about morality, which is closely related with what truth is. So, what is right and what is wrong? What is good and what is bad? What is moral and what is immoral? The whom will you call a killer? A person who kills, as well as a person who announces the killer to be killed. So, how do these principles work? Yeah, so the notions of what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong, what is truth, what is lie, what is kindness, what is not kindness, all these things, they have so many layers, so many different contradictory answers, that these questions which matter the most are still answered, but in such variations that we all are very confused. We all never, never relate to like which answer to go with. Yes, everybody. And this is very tricky. This is very funny actually. इतने टाइम से इतने सारे लोग इन्हीं बातों पर पढ़ रहे हैं, लिख रहे हैं, बातें कर रहे हैं, और आज भी हमारी पूरी ह्यूमन इंटेलिजेंस के पास इनमें से किसी भी बात के लिए कंसेंसस नहीं है. ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट, मैं जो मानता हूं, यदि आप मेरे से 5 मिनट बात करोगे, मैं आपको बोलूंगा बाकी सब पागल है, मैं ही सच बोल रहा हूं. And then you change the company, you talk to a person who believes in Christianity, he will say that okay, all world has gone into the lap of ignorance and we are the enlightened ones and you have to go, this is the truth. You meet a Muslim guy and he'll tell you that no, this is not right, what our Bhagwan has said, that is only right. You go and meet a Hindu person who's following Vedanta, he would say what Krishna had said in Gita is the ultimate truth. Somebody would say that okay, whatever is told in Vedanta, in Sankhya, that is the right thing. The Buddha Dev will say कि नहीं, okay, the wisest thing has been told by the Lord Buddha, and you have to follow that. So now the funny thing is not just that we are not in consensus. The funny thing is that everybody has picked their own answers, and they are so adamant to remain sticky to those answers that they deem those answers as ultimate truth, and they negate all the possibilities of others' answers being right, being correct. And that is a tragedy. And that is why religions, while in their immature state, they open to such violent, what should I say? It becomes such a disastrous force. The religion, a religious mob, is the most dangerous mob of all. So it's only in the name of religion that you're allowed to cut throat of children, of women, of people, of old age, young age, with you just have to scream the name of your god in highest of the pitch, and somehow you get the authority to kill anybody. You get the authority to do any sorts of bad. Why? Because my truth becomes bigger than yours, and thereby you become a petty being. It's a dangerous business then. Yes? Understood? So the first thing that we must know, this is why we must keep coming back to that picture, that the world does not function according to what I believe. मैं जो मानता हूं वैसी दुनिया हो, दुनिया को इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है कि मैं क्या मान रहा हूं. The world had its own nature, its own truth, and therefore my opinions should never trespass the independence of the fellow being. जब मैं दुनिया पर अपने विश्वास से कुछ नहीं बदल पा रहा हूं, तो मेरे बाजू में बैठा मेरा फ्रेंड क्या मानता है? How can I call him that he's believing wrong? How can I accuse him of, being ignorant? It's their truth. They chose to live with it and they live it. You respect it. Our only responsibility is unto ourselves, that in none of the nightmares of our lives do we believe in the things which are not true, which we have calculated using our own logics, using our own ethics, that we arrived at those conclusions that, okay, I am not going to kill or provide harm to anybody, even in my worst of the dreams. That is my commitment to myself. But if my fellow being chooses the path of himsa over ahimsa, I'm not going to be violent even towards that person. I have nothing personal to that person, right? It's their right, it's their life. Everybody making sense, right? So that is one thing that we have to be very cautious, because whenever we learn about religion, the first thing that we need to have is, the feeling of pride, okay, that we are the luckiest being, that we got born into Jain families and we have got Mahavira. And we all say like this, and everybody would say like this, right? Yeah. Do not let it reach your head. Okay? It's a belief. It's a belief. It's okay that you highly think of your belief, of your bhagwans, of your gurus, but that pride in your bhagwans shall never mean insult to others' gods. We're not here to look down on any of the gods of the world. Yeah, because it's very easier than, oh, आपके भगवान तो रागी द्वेषी हैं, हमारे भगवान भी रागी होते हैं, हम लोग चमत्कारों में विश्वास नहीं करते हैं, and we take certain type of pride in this. But pride तो अहंकार था ना, मान था ना, हमारा पर्पस ही वहीं खत्म हो गया। फिर हमने कहा अपने भगवान को देखा है हाथ पर हाथ रखकर सौम्य होते हुए, right? So we are not here to insult anybody. We are not here to criticize anybody, anybody's God, because everybody's belief is everything to them. Never hurt anyone's belief, because it is our beliefs that make ourselves. My personality is made up of what I strongly believe in. So it is also my responsibility that I practice ultimate caution while I am discussing with others about their beliefs, right? That is basic civic sense. Okay, everybody? Okay. So with this, let's start answering layer by layer these questions, which everybody tries to answer and nobody ever comes out with convincing answers for the world. But this is for the world. हमने पहले ही बोल दिया कि हम पूरी दुनिया को नहीं समझाने के लिए बैठे हैं, हम खुद समझने बैठे हैं। पूरी दुनिया मेरे आंसर को माने, ये तो बहुत ज्यादा अनरीजनेबल एक्सपेक्टेशन है। पर मैं जो सोच रहा हूं, समझ रहा हूं, अपना पूरा दिमाग लगा रहा हूं, मैं युक्ति से, न्याय से, तर्क से, गुरुओं की वाणी से मैं जो कुछ भी कंक्लूजन्स ड्रॉ कर रहा हूं, पूरी दुनिया को कन्विंस करना डिफिकल्ट है, पर खुद मैं उसके साथ कितना कन्विंस्ड हूं, ये इतनी अथॉरिटी तो मेरे पास है ना। So we'll try and practice that authority, and we'll say that, okay, I believe this. I believe this, and it should come with firmness. इसमें ऐसा डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए कि हाँ मुझे लगता तो है कि कर्म, it's okay. But have you given it a thought? If you have given it a thought, then you should only have two answers. Either, no, I do not agree with this concept, or yes, I agree to this concept. There is no in between line कि नहीं, I'm not sure. Yeah, certain times I think, but I don't know whether it works or not. नहीं, हमें ये लिबर्टी नहीं रहेगी। या तो हम उसके बारे में चर्चा ही ना करें। Either we do not discuss about it at all. हम सोचे ही नहीं। पर यदि हम उसके बारे में सोच रहे हैं, then let's only get up once we are convinced that we have an answer, that whether, okay, I'm on this side or I'm on that side. Okay? और जब तक नहीं समझा तब तक keep asking the questions कि नहीं, I do not agree with this. Do not then disagree and disagree with full firmness. Okay. But make sure that when we agree to it, then you remain honest with your belief that, okay, I believe in karma and all my actions then are going to bear the consequences. If I believe so, then okay, I am aware of my actions, my thoughts, and I'm keeping them in constant check. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि कर्म का हमको तभी याद आ रहा है जब हमारे साथ कुछ बुरा हो रहा है कि मैंने कुछ गलत किया था क्या। अरे जब कर रहे थे तब क्या कर रहे थे, right? Where was your surveillance system? What was it doing at that time? Did it not recall you that, okay, if this is what I am doing, I'll have to bear the consequences? Yes. So if I believe, if I don't believe, then it's fine. Then I should not be practicing double standards. Then and when something bad happens, I say, oh, bad karmas I have. And as long as everything good is happening, we are okay with it. Okay, ठीक है, let life come, let life happen to us. ठीक है? So we are going to garner those beliefs, and those beliefs are to be tested. And if tested and found agreeable, we have to then choose a side. That, do I believe in this or do I not believe in this? Okay, everybody, it is quite a young age for you guys to form your beliefs. And it is the very age in which, the seeds of lifelong ignorance or lifelong wisdom can be planted. So I know that conditioning is a very, very delicate game. जो हमें बचपन में बता दिया जाता है, जिंदगी भर उसको मिटा पाना बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है, राइट? तो आप लोग बहुत छोटी उम्र के हैं अभी, so in no way it should mean that we are trying to condition. Okay, I would respect your sense of judgment and I would want that आप लोग अपने पूरे critical mind को alert करके do not take anything for an answer. Think about it. If you agree with it, you accept it. You do not, you question. You disagree, you be vocal about it. Say, okay, I do not go. This does not resonate with me. Okay, everybody, fine. Okay, enough of precautionary warnings. Let's dive deep into it. तो तीन बातें इंपॉर्टेंट हो रही है हमारे इस पूरे डिस्कशन से, क्योंकि 6 क्वेश्चंस के इतने सारे आंसर्स हैं, इतने सारे धर्म अकेली इंडियन फिलोसफीज में ट्रेडिशनली माने जाते हैं. You count them. 9 मुझे दिखाई दे रहे हैं. There are 9 different types of Indian school of philosophy. These are just Indian school of philosophies, right? इसके बाद we have Western schools, then we have Chinese philosophy, then we have, जहां पर आप जाओगे, रोम के आपकी ग्रीस की ग्रीक फिलोसफी, आप कहीं भी जाओगे, हर एक देश की हर एक हिस्ट्री में कुछ ना कुछ ऐसी बातें वो कर रहे हैं जिसमें वो आंसर्स को देने की क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं. इंडियन फिलोसफीज के नाम आप शायद बाद में भी कभी पढ़ो तो आपको याद रह जाएंगे, तो मैं बस पढ़ देता हूं नाम, यू डू नॉट हैव टू रिमेंबर देम. ओके, तो आपने षड दर्शन नाम सुना होगा कई बार, द 6 स्कूल ऑफ थॉट्स. तो भारतीय षड दर्शन, 6 स्कूल ऑफ फिलोसफीज. तो वो 6 दर्शन अकेली पहले हिंदू मान्यता के माने जाते हैं. सो आई नेम देम: सांख्य, योग, न्यायिक, वैशेषिक, मीमांसा, वेदांत, और आखिरी का चार्वाक. ओके, सांख्य, योग, न्यायिक, वैशेषिक, मीमांसा, वेदांत, ये 6 दर्शन हो गए. फिर एक अलग दर्शन होता है, नास्तिक दर्शनों के 3 भेद होते हैं. Three different type school of thoughts which do not believe in God as a creator. The 6 school of thoughts are those who believe the God as a creator. They are called the Hindu darshans, which are Sankhya. Okay, this is the Sankhya, Yoga, Nayayik, Vaisheshik, Mimamsa, and Vedant. These are 6 Hindu traditions. Okay, Hindu religion is not one. It has so many distinctive school of thoughts. So they also have, contradictory things amongst themselves. So Sankhya is there, Yoga is there, Nayayik is there, Vaisheshik, Mimamsa, and Vedant. Okay, and I have written a few things about them, but that are not for us to discuss as of now. So these 6 are called the believers. They believe in a God who created this somehow. Not everybody, but yeah, largely they are called Astik Darshans. They are the believers. Okay, the 3 other Indian school of thoughts do not believe in a God who has created the world. They are called Charvak, Bodh, and Jain. So we are called Nastik Darshans. Okay, you know what Nastik is in English? What Nastik is? Nastik means what? What is the word for Nastik in English?
Somebody don't
Yes,
Atheist.
believe
Viranshi?
in Bhagwan.
Atheist.
Yeah, Viranshi, the name, what do we call?
Atheist.
Yeah, atheist, right? So we have atheists who do not believe, but this atheist is not. So atheist would be Charvak. Charvak says कि भाड़ में जाए दुनिया, भाड़ में जाए सही गलत, जो है सो है. There is no God, there is nothing. So they are very cool people. They do not believe in consequences. खाओ पियो मौज करो मस्ती में रहो घूमो फिरो. We live only once. Make the best out of this life. हर बार हर कुछ करो जितना कुछ कर सकते हो बार बार करो. Everything. So they are very जीने के हैं 4 दिन बाकी है बेकार दिन. That philosophy is called चारवाक. एंड दिस इज लार्जर. अभी दुनिया में जो सबसे ज्यादा लोग होंगे वो इसी फिलॉसफी को मानेंगे. दो दे वुड टेल देमसेल्व्स बीइंग अ रिलीजियस पर्सन, बट दे वुड फंडामेंटली बिलीव ओनली दिस. भगवान को वो तब याद करेंगे जब बीमार हो गए, जब एग्जाम है कल, वो उस दिन उनको भगवान याद आ जाएंगे. एक बार निकल रहे होंगे
When
मंदिर
they
से तो एक बार
actually
ऐसे ऐसे
need
ऐसे कर
someone.
लेंगे.
Yeah.
या
When they think some miracle can happen.
Yeah, when they do not have any hope and doctor has said कि no, please pray, then they will pray. Otherwise, so everything is going well with them. So most of the people in this world, they follow this attitude. Therefore, it looks good when you call yourself religious. So they want to associate with one of their religions, but in general life, they practice atheism. Okay, so that is Charvak. Charvak is Charuvak, saying all the good things which people will like. So if I tell you that, okay, eat as many ice creams that you can, go have fun, have party every night. People like me that, okay, अरे मजा आ गया, ये कुछ काम की बात कर रहे हैं. Right? So it is called Charuvak, saying what everybody wants to listen. So Charvak never questions your morality. It never questions your character. It never says that this is right, this is wrong. If you want to drink, drink. If you want to eat, whenever you want to eat, whatever you want to eat, you're free to eat. Because you live only once. You'll never get the chance again. It's by great sheer luck that you are a being who can enjoy all these things. Think about the monkey. Can he drink whenever he wants to? Can he eat whatever he wants to? Then what is the difference between you and monkey if you're not doing that when you have given chance? तो आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि मतलब it's so easy to convince you guys to do whatever you want to do and make best of the lives. This is what Charvak does. It sounds music to our ears, therefore it is called Charu. Charu means beautiful. Vak means words. The words of wisdom which sound music to the ears is called Charvak. They do not believe in God. Now, Buddhism and Jainism do not believe in God, as in they do not believe in the creator God. Both these school of thought say that Bhagwan did not create this. Bhagwan is somebody who has attained wisdom. So an enlightened soul himself becomes Bhagwan. So that is what these two darshans says, and they came out by negating the Hindu philosophy. So they became against Hinduism. So therefore Hinduism called themselves the believers, and they put Jainis and Buddhists on the same category of Charvak, who does not believe. So these are called Nastik, the non-believers, and the the Hindu darshanas are called the believers, the Astik darshans. So I'm just talking about Indian philosophy. It's nothing to memorize. It's not that you have to know all the names. I'm just telling you that see, they are doing the same thing. They are just answering these questions. So if you want to start a religion, you can be the 10th of this list. If you have a different answer than these 9, it's so easy. Right? So there are so many answers to these same questions, and the difference of answer makes a different school of philosophy. Right? This is how delicate it is. And everybody believes that their part of the theory is best. It is right. And then therefore you will be saying that every darshan, below every darshan I have written this one word, ekant, ekant. ekant, 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 ekant. Every philosophy is saying that I am the only one who is right. Ekant means that my point of view is the ultimate truth. Only the Jain Darshan is saying Anekant. So the beauty of this whole picture is that while everybody is beating around their, taking the mic and loudspeakers in their hand, and they have come out in the roads of this world and they have said that, okay, we have cracked it, we have all the answers, and this is the only right answer. What we have got is the ultimate truth. बट हमारे जैन मुनिराज बाहर आते हैं बहुत शांति से विदाउट यूजिंग माइक ही सेज देखो भाई सबका अपना अपना सच है जो इस सच्ची बात को जानता है वो इस समता में रह सकता है वही शांति में रह सकता है वही क्षमा कर सकता है उसी के पीस ऑफ माइंड पॉसिबल है उसी के निर्माणता निर्लोभता पॉसिबल है ओनली दैट पर्सन विल नॉट बी एरोगेंट only that person will remain non-violent, he will remain humble, he'll remain closest to the truth. And therefore, we are not accusing anybody with this fact that they are completely right. They are right in their own shoes. And I, because I'm standing here without any shoes, I'm offering myself that invite me into your shoes and I'll wear and I'll see world from those shoes. So I'm open to everything. But if you'll ask me what my philosophy is, I have this philosophy that knowing the self is the crux of it all. If you do not know yourself and you have all the answers of this world, with all mysteries of this world answered, and you do not know about yourself, then of what use is standing in those shoes when all those shoes that you're wearing are torn and all the thorns are there in your leg. So this becomes the whole crux of Jainism, standing out amongst all the world philosophies, is because we are the only of all the thousands of philosophies that are existing in this world. Jainism is the only philosophy which takes pride in calling itself Anekant Darshan, meaning it says that I am open to see world from your binoculars, from your lenses. I'm not adamant that no, you come and you take my binoculars and see the world. That is how the world is. Jainism does not do this. Jainism says that, yeah, you're right. That is your part of the story. Now, come, I'll show you his part of the story, and his part of the story, and his part of the story. Now, do you really think, are you that arrogant that you're not going to admit that only your part of the story can be right and the others are all wrong? I cannot be that arrogant. So I am open. I'm not telling that you're wrong. You're right. But you are not the only one who is right. So calm down. Right? So therefore, the composure is maintained with the simple word. It is called Anekant Darshan. Right? So why am I showing you these different philosophies' names? I just to tell you that how this one word changes everything. And that is our first lesson. जैन धर्म अनेकांत दर्शन है और बाकी दुनिया की सारी फिलॉसफीज एकांत दर्शन है. Meaning, what does it mean? What does it mean? That if you read one philosophy, let's say you're reading Buddhism, you're reading one philosophy. But if you read Jainism, you're reading all philosophies. Understood? Because Buddhism will tell you that life is transitory, nothing is permanent. Jainism will say, no. Life is not, nothing is permanent. You're right. But let's enter the shoes of Sankhya. They are saying life is constant. And you see, nothing literally goes away. So Jainism will say, yes, from the perspective of the forms, the modes we take, the paryayas we have, nothing is permanent. But from the perspective of existence, nothing decays, everything is permanent. And so, if you want to know about life, not only Buddhism will work alone, you'll also have to know a bit of Sankhya. And why to read two different philosophies? Come, we have the lenses and open to all. So when we study Paryay and when we study Dravya, we are actually studying two different philosophies. With Jainism, instead of confusing us, it is brought in on the same plate. So if you want to read the whole world philosophies and you have very short amount of time, do not go after reading each philosophy. Just try reading Jain philosophy and you'll have the flavor of all philosophies. Yes, so the word is anekant. Anekant means it is not restricted to one point of view. It is open. It has such big stomach to digest all sorts of realities and truths of this world. And at the same time, it has such great heart that it does not do favoritism, it does not do partiality, it does not stick to one of those many truths. It remains liberal to all of them, accepting to all of them with the same intensity. That is the beauty of the Jaina intellect, the Jaina philosophy. Yes, Vanisha, you had a question.
No, actually, you asked, right, Anekant, and so I was answering that, trying to answer.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Anikant, so if you this one word makes what we are reading now, it makes it so special that we are not you may think that you are learning about Jainism, but it is only when you are learning about Jainism you do not learn about Jainism because Jainism has not said anything. All the worldviews which were there, it has addressed and it has shown them mirrors that, okay, you're right, but you're right from this point of view. You're also right, but you're right from this point of view. Okay, what as a Jain you're saying? I am just saying that both the point of views must be kept in mind. Instead of you taking out your sword, saying that, okay, mine is right and his is wrong. So Jainism per se, it does not have any of its own truth. Its only truth is that truth is out there. You see it. Truth is not cooked. It's not made. You cannot manufacture it. You go in front of the mirror. Your mirror quickly, through using its artistic lens, starts designing your face, right? And out of its creativity, it designs the how your nose should look, how your eyes should look. What does your mirror do? Does it make your face or it just reflects? Your face is already made. Yeah, the truth is never cooked. The moment you'll have a mirror that creates your face, throw that mirror away. It's not healthy mirror for you. Yeah, the mirror's responsibility is to just reflect how you look. Do not add any filters to it. If I have not taken bath and you make me look, a person fully prepared to leave for office, I might not like it when I reach office with same face because you used a filter. I already look ready, but I'm not. So then that's a problem. You do not need a smart mirror. You need honest mirror, right? Smart mirror will try to manufacture, will try to correct your tone of skin. It will try to do some hair color, maybe some good decorations over your face, but it will do it in itself, right? In the mirror on your face it is not doing anything. And if you believe what it shows is here, if you believe that जो आईने ने दिखाया वो यहाँ पर है, then you're gone. लोग हंसेंगे जब आप बाहर निकलेंगे आपके घर से. Correct. So a mirror which adds its own intelligence to your looking and does not do any of your makeup in actual terms, that mirror becomes dangerous. Similarly, a gyan, a knowledge, which with its sophisticated terminology tells you about the world and does nothing in this world, then that knowledge is dangerous. You do not need a sophisticated gyan. You need honest gyan. We are reflectors. We all are giant mirrors. Our responsibility is not to beautify this world. Our responsibility is to just reflect the world as it is. We all are giant mirrors. That's what Jains do. The Jain Acharyas, they did not add anything. They did not say anything about this world which was added or invented by them. They just reflected all the viewpoints all the ways in which we can see this world. And that's how this philosophy developed. Okay, so far, any question anybody has? Okay, I have one question from Raina. Does this mean for every question, Jainism can have multiple answers depending on the angle you look at the question? Definitely. Let me ask this question. Should we go to the temple daily? Simple question. Yeah, you will say yes, 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 yes. You ask Jain monks, they'll say नहीं, मुनिराज को रोज जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. मुनिराज तो जंगल में रहते हैं. How will he go to temple daily? Do देव दर्शन? हाँ 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 हाँ. चार गति में से नरक गति में भी तो जैन लोग रहते हैं ना. वो लोग रोज देव दर्शन कैसे करेंगे बेचारे लोग? इसलिए तो वो फिर जिंदगी भर खाना नहीं खाते हैं. ये भी है. But it's not that they do not eat after darshan. It's that they cannot eat whether they go to temple or they do not. So see, यहाँ हमको बोला गया कि देव दर्शन इज कंपल्सरी. इट इज फॉर अस, क्योंकि हम बाकी टाइम टीवी दर्शन कर रहे हैं, फोन नोटिफिकेशन दर्शन कर रहे हैं, इंस्टाग्राम दर्शन कर रहे हैं, न्यूज़पेपर मैगजीन नॉवेल्स का दर्शन कर रहे हैं. हाँ, मॉल्स का दर्शन कर रहे हैं. हम क्या नहीं देख रहे हैं? तो बोल रहे भाई एक बार में अपना चेहरा भी देख कर आओ मंदिर जाकर. कैसे दिखते हो? शांत, सुंदर, सौम्य, बिना परिग्रह के, बिना उलझनों के. So for us, it was told it's a constant reminder that you should go to temple daily. But if I do ekant of it, then there will be problem. चार में से तीन गति, दो गति में तो पॉसिबिलिटी ही नहीं है. त्रियंश गति को कहा आपके मंदिर में यदि कोई गाय घुस जाएगी, what will you do? You will let it do darshan, you will try to shoo it away. अरे गाय घुस गई, भगाओ 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 भगाओ. नहीं नहीं, इसको दर्शन कर लेने दो, आज इसका कितना अच्छा दिन है. कोई नहीं करता है ऐसा. गाय को एक बार आप मान भी जाओ, हाथी को मान जाओ, एक डॉग एंटर्स द टेम्पल, एक कैट एंटर्स द टेम्पल, एक चूहा एंटर्स द टेम्पल. व्हाट डू यू डू? तो दो गति में तो पॉसिबिलिटी ही नहीं है. So similarly, if I ask you whether will you die or will you not die, two answers to this question. We will die and we will not die. So every question will have multiple answers. But from one point of view, the answer would be always the same. So multiple answers for multiple views, but for the same view, the answer will always remain the same. So if I say, will I die from the perspective of being separated from this body? I will, yes, yes, yes. I will pass away. It will not change now because you're asking from the viewpoint of body and soul separating. They will separate one day. Yes, yes. No matter how dearly you say that, nahi, theek hai, can I delay it? Can I postpone it? No. If it is time, it will go. It will go, it will go, it will go. Now, from that point, but if you're asking me from the point of the existence of the self, no matter you burn this body, you shoot me down, you cut me, you chop me into pieces, can you kill me? You cannot kill me, not kill me, not kill me. So from the perspective of the very fabric of soul, I am eternal. From the perspective of my relationship with this body, I am fragile. I am deemed to pass away. So from one perspective, I will say one thing, and then from that perspective, I will put my feet down. I will remain firm कि हाँ, इस point of view से तो ऐसा ही है. हम इसको सम्यक एकांत कहते हैं. ऐसा ही है. From this point of view. From other point of view, if you bring it, yeah, from that point of view, ऐसा नहीं है. उस point of view वाला सही है, ये गलत हो गया फिर. So yes, very beautiful question that you have asked. That yes, every question will have multiple answers depending on how many viewpoints do we have. And from one viewpoint, what you see, that will become the truth of that viewpoint, but it will not become the wholesome truth. Yes? Okay? Okay. Yes, Aina.
Does this apply to like everything with just Jainism, like having multiple answers?
Sorry, I missed your question. Can you say it again?
Does having multiple answers only apply to Jainism or like everything?
So Anubhavji, her question is, does having multiple answers apply only to Jainism or to everything, like or to all other religions?
So
No,
other
like to like
religions
every
do
other
not
thing in
think.
life. Like,
every
for example, like school questions, like history or math or something like that.
No, yeah, okay. So if I say math, what is 2 plus 2? Is 2 plus 2 4? Ahina?
Yeah,
Always, always,
yeah.
always. If I say 2 apples plus 2 bananas, how many apples?
2.
You said 2 plus 2 is 4. So when you're adding just the numbers are nowhere. Has anybody, let me ask this. I love this question. Are the numbers real or imaginary? 3, teen number. There's this number 3 that I have written. 3 exists or 3 does not exist?
They exist.
Where have you seen 3? 3, the object. In which country does number 3 lives?
No.
So 3 does not exist. There can be 3 pens. There can be 3 bananas. There can be 3 doors in this room. 3 individually does not exist. 3 number does not exist. There are number of objects which we count. So they can be 2, they can be 3, they can be 4. But 4 will not be the number which will be existing on its own. 4 will be the objects. Everybody, am I making sense? The whole math is a myth. It's only difference of A and Y. Yeah. The math, हम जिंदगी भर रोए गणित की क्लास को याद करते करते. The mathematics is like, डरावना subject, right? But if you see, none of the numbers that you apply formulas on, they mean nothing. They mean nothing. If I can multiply 24 by or 29 in a second, ठीक है, I'm very good. My brains are working at supernatural powers. Like, okay, fine. But what does it mean? 24 into 29, what does it mean? It will only happen when I am on a shop buying 24 pencils and then they say that each pencil costs 29 rupees. Now I'll say, okay, I have to now give him 24 into 29 rupees, not 24 into 29 number. Rupees is object, number is not. So all mathematical things, do they exist or do they not exist? The math, is it an existing science or it is a non-existing science? Think about it.
Isn't it like a concept?
Simple math without objects does not mean anything. Just arithmetic exercise that you're doing using pen and paper. That's it, or calculator. That's it. So I'll say 2 exists or 2 does not exist, Raina. You would say depends. Are you asking for the concept or are you asking 2 as an object? As an object, there is nothing like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They do not exist as objects, but they exist as concepts. Yes, everybody. So it is this complex. It is this complex. Therefore, if you think that you want to have only one answer for a question, you're being too naive, too greedy, and this is not a smart move. Yes. Okay, so the first words in Jainism is its introduction. Jainism takes pride in introducing itself as world's only Anekant Darshan. It's the only philosophy which follows the doctrine of multiple perspectives. It welcomes all viewpoints. It accepts them from their distinctive point of view, and it draws a line, very distinct line, that okay, if you move beyond this point of view, you will become false. You'll become unacceptable. I accept you, but only to this limit. Do not stretch it. The moment you stretch it and try to make it the whole truth, there will be problem. Yes, everyone. I'll tell you a very small story. ठीक है, एक छोटी सी स्टोरी से हम आज की डिस्कशन को थोड़ा सा पूरा करेंगे. ठीक है, what happened? Two stories I'll tell you. One story is about Bhagwan Buddha. Okay, so Bhagwan Buddha was roaming around and the village that he was going to this day, उसी दिन वहां पर एक दादी थे and her son passed away and she was in a very pathetic state. She was not, in her senses. She was crying like mad. बहुत दुखी, बहुत परेशान थे. So she started telling everybody, please मेरा बच्चे को ला दो, मेरे बच्चे को ला दो, मेरे बच्चे को ला दो. तो एक कोई थे रास्ते में जा रहे थे, उन्होंने बोला, यार तुम्हारा तो भाग्य अच्छा है, भगवान बुद्ध आए हुए हैं and he is such big kind hearted, he will bless you. तो शी वेंट, ओके ठीक है मैं जाती हूँ. और वो अपने बच्चे की बॉडी को लेकर गए, बुद्धदेव के चरणों में रख दिया और उनसे बोला कि प्लीज रोते रोते कि मेरे बच्चे को जिंदा कर दो. Buddhadev opened his eyes and he said, okay, that's easy. I'll do this. पर आपको मेरा एक काम करना पड़ेगा. He handed over to her a bowl and told her that, okay, I just need, मुझे थोड़े सरसों के दाने चाहिए, थोड़े से सीड्स चाहिए मुझे, थोड़े से. तो आप लेकर आ जाओ किसी भी घर से. एंड शी वॉज वेरी हैप्पी क्योंकि उसके गांव में सरसों की खेती होती थी. So it was very easy to find. We said, okay, only one condition I have. You have to get it only from that house in which no death has occurred. जिस घर पर आज तक कोई नहीं मरा है, उस घर से सरसों के दाने लेकर आओ. Okay. So she went every doorstep and she asked for सरसों का दानास and everybody would come and then she'll ask कि इधर चलो, आपके घर में कोई मरा तो नहीं है ना? You tell me, will there be any house? Do you know anybody's house in whose house there was nobody who has passed away? Yeah. She came back disappointed. She thought that she will get it. But while she came back, she also realized that how shallow, how hollow was her crying over the passing away of his son. It is what whoever has come will go. So Buddha Dev did not make her child alive. Okay, this is one story. Second, again, something same happened while Jesus Christ was roaming around in this earth. Okay, so a person would die and people will go, and Jesus Christ used to do wonders. Okay, so if you're blind, he'll give you eyes. If you do not have good legs, he'll correct your legs. So he was very benevolent. So what he did, so one person passed away. Again, his mother went to Jesus Christ and asked him, please make him alive. And Jesus Christ did not do any of these things, okay, philosophical things. He was kind enough. And he just made him come back from the life. So he's alive again. Two people, same scenario. बुद्धदेव के पास कोई आता है, वो कहते हैं कि ठीक है मैं जिंदा कर दूंगा, पहले मेरे को लाके दो कि जिसके यहाँ से कोई मरा नहीं हो सरसों के दाने. जीसस क्राइस्ट के पास कोई जाता है अपने बच्चे को लेके. जीसस क्राइस्ट सेज, ओ आई एम फिल्ड विद काइंडनेस, आई एम फिल्ड विद ऑल काइंडनेस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. और वो उसको जिंदा कर देता है. I'm, I want to ask you guys, between these two Bhagwans, like, the generally accepted gods of this world, who is more kind?
Buddha.
One who has, जिन्होंने वापस जिंदा कर दिया है वो, जीसस. कौन बता रहा है इसका आंसर? प्लीज क्विकली, our time is almost done. Can I have answers?
Buddha
You
is more
understood the
kind.
question. The question is, who is like kinder? Who is like more kind?
Buddha is more
Kahan
kind.
is raising his hand. So yes, who?
Buddha.
Yes, Soham, you're saying. Yes, Soham, tell me.
Buddha. Buddha.
Why? Why
Because
did not make him alive?
he's more kind because he
Yeah.
got her to like earn for it. Like,
But he did not make her child live again. उन्होंने वापस उसको जिंदा नहीं किया था, जीसस क्राइस्ट ने जिंदा कर दिया था वापस. Okay, Kahan, what do you have to say? Soham says that he would prefer and he would call Buddhadev more kind. Yes.
Yeah, Buddha was more kind because he was teaching everyone to let go of their children who passed away, to let go of their attachment.
Okay. Okay. And तो ये तो जिंदा कर रहे थे ना वापस. Jesus Christ to did the immediate redressal of the problem.
Yeah, but then everyone would always come to Jesus Christ to if anyone in their family
Good, he
died.
can open a business. Everybody would be running after him. That's good. He can be famous. He can teach others this art of making everybody alive. What is wrong in that? Yes, yes, yes. Good, good. Anybody else who would want to say anything to this? Please. Yes, Venisha.
The principle of anekant will be applied. That if you see with one angle, then that thing is good. But if you see with another, then
You tell
Buddha
me the
is
angles.
making.
You tell me the angles. Very good. You tell me the angles. Yeah.
So the Buddha is trying to make that lady independent and not dependent on him. So with that angle, it's a good part. And then the Jesus Christ, he's looking with kind and compassion. But then every time that lady will be dependent on him, and then she won't understand that philosophy that.
Amongst these two, whose method is better?
Now there are two principles. Then I have to decide which I like. So I think
Yeah.
Buddhadev, like in my opinion, that is a better option.
And what is one thing that you would argue that why, which, to your mind, why it is sounding a better option than, the immediate help done by Jesus Christ?
So
The strongest,
everyone wants to become independent. So you can't be dependent on a person who can make the died person alive. So that's why.
or rather, I would argue that, okay, the other person whom Jesus Christ make filled with life again, where is that person now? Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
That son had to only die once. The person, Jesus Christ, filled with life again, had to die twice. Right? So death was inevitable anyway. Correct, correct. So which story sounds more made up? You're getting it. You're getting it. Why? Because it's so easy to write a story. It's so easy to, emotionalize people and fool them. But you will have to have your antennas always on alert mode. What Buddhadev did was also the half thing that he did. He made understand that lady that the death is ultimate. But then it is left with a deeper scar into that lady that her child has actually gone. Had Mahavir Bhagwan would have been there, he would have said that yes, he has passed away. That's true. But it is not the reason enough to be worried about because he is still there. Nothing dies. He's just changed the places. Now, two things, the complete part of the story. So, what Mahavir Bhagwan's path is seeing the larger picture. If you see the picture painted by others, you will be fooled. If you see the half picture, you're not healed, but you are tamed. Fine, she'll not cry, she'll not ask for her son to come back to the life, but she'll always be missing her son. But if you tell the complete picture to her, then why are you worried? nobody dies and everybody changes their addresses. And there is no point worrying about something that has not happened. Then only you can put somebody right on the path of calmness, kindness, and sensibility. That's how you attain the right vairagya. So in Buddha tradition, that lady became a Buddha monk and became a very famous Buddha monk. But that Vairagya did not find its foundation of the right knowledge because it's not the complete picture. You're doing Vairagya out of being emotionally helpless that, oh, everybody will die. We have nowhere to go. When we have nowhere to go, there is no point of life. So as well take Vairagya. No, Mahavir Bhagwan said, no, that is the half picture. Everybody dies means the separation of self from the body. Everybody stays means the very being of the self. And if I am going to stay once I die, then I must prepare myself that what is it that I'm going to do so that my after journey also remains as beautiful as my present life is. That is the path, that is the thought discovery that we all will be doing over the next sessions. For the next session, we'll be starting with this question that how did we come here, the question of origination. But one word that should stay permanently inside our hearts, inside our minds is anekant, that we are accepting people. We do not accuse others of lying. We just say, this is your truth. Yes, so there is nobody who is wrong. There is nobody who deserves the blames from our end. There is nobody whom should we label as a person who cannot be trusted, who always lies, whatever. You remain vigilant, you remain more accepting, and that's how we make this world beautiful for us and for everybody around us. Yes, I'll stop here. If you have any questions, you can ask, or I have already exceeded the time. We can close also, whatever you said. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anubhavji. So many light bulb moments, so many aha moments in today's class. Right? Any questions, or we'll take takeaways? What were the takeaways? Top takeaways for today? Quick. Yes, and from next session we'll have leaders for keynotes. This is a session full of keynotes. So put your hand up later on the group on whoever would like to do the keynotes for today. Is math a myth? Come on, I think we can do a whole session on that, Anubhavji. A math versus a myth. What else? Come on. Arjav, Arohi, Kritika Karvi, Vanisha, Kahan, Soham, Ayati. Quick, who else do we have? Are you all too tired? I know it's very late at night here. Arjav Shah. Yes, Soham.
There's more than one perspective on like every question.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Yes, Vanisha.
It is our beliefs that makes us us.
Yes.
Jainism is an anekant darshan.
Beautiful, Arjav. If there is one word which should be etched in everyone's heart, that word should be, what would that be?
Anekantvad.
Anekantvad. Beautiful. Such a powerful session for today. And we have so many takeaways on which we will ruminate over the week. And in all the sessions over the week, we will try to apply this in our lives. This is not just about doing a session every Sunday. It's and throughout the week, we should be living Anekantvad through every conversation. We should be applying it into our lives, isn't it? Right? Shailendra ji, would you like to say something? Where's Rena? Laksha.
No, nothing. I think the children were very attentive and they must have got, beautiful points to remember the whole week. And definitely, I would like to reiterate the same statement which Pallavi ji said कि एक दिन की क्लास नहीं है जो हमने संडे संडे कर ली, आज तो पावर डोज मिला है, इसको हमको धीमे धीमे चबाते हुए इसको एसिमुलेट करना है अपने सिस्टम में। तो एक सजेशन भी है सभी बच्चों के लिए कि डू राइट द की नोट्स, ताकि आप उनको लुक बैक कर सको। जो सुंदर बातें आपने सुनी हैं उसका मजा सिर्फ 1 घंटे का ना हो, उसको आप मल्टीप्लाई कर सको। उसके लिए आपको चीजें लिखनी होंगी, एक बार पढ़नी होंगी, 2 बार पढ़नी होंगी, और वो जो मजा भी आपको आया ना सुनने में, उसको बहुत ज्यादा बार आप और अपनी लाइफ में उसको एंजॉय कर सकें और उसको अप्लाई कर सकें। तो एक सजेशन है सभी बच्चों के लिए कि अपने साथ एक नोटबुक पेन लेके जरूर बैठें, और जो भी चीजें अच्छी लगें, टेक अवेज, आप अपने लिए, किसी और को नहीं, आपको ये प्रेशर नहीं होना चाहिए कि मुझे किसी को बताना है, बट फॉर योर सेल्फ यू नीड टू राइट डाउन दोज थिंग्स।
Thank you, Nidhi ji. And we here, through this session, we are not just learning Jainism, a way of life. You're learning critical thinking. You're learning how to communicate, how to accept. So many paradigms in one session to be learned. Learning how to infer, how to communicate. All right, so many different hats Anubhavji wears at different types, and he tells us change your hats whenever there's a different perspective that comes. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Anubhavji, for your time. We're always very, very grateful for these life-changing sessions. So much to learn in every session.
Thank you.
जय जिनेन्द्र। जिनवाणी स्तुति कौन लेना चाहेगा? Yes. We almost have our permanent members, isn't it? Anyone else who would like to give it a go? All right, we'll go through first Soham because he put his hand up first. Next time we'll have Soham first. All right.
निज निधि निज में बताई ज्ञान 1 minute निज निधि निज में बताई I'm getting
यह अनंत उपकार
उपकार है उसके लिए जिनवाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, वंदना शत बार है।
बोलिए द्वादशांगमयी जिनवाणी माता की जय हो। महान जैन धर्म की जय हो। जय जिनेन्द्र सर।
जय 9 बार नमोकार मंत्र ले लेंगे। Jai Jineन्द्र सभी को. Thank you very much, Anubhav ji. Thank you everyone
Thank
for
you.
attending. See you next week, same time, same place.